Remember what truly matters in your life. It is easy, frighteningly easy, to be pulled off course by the noise of the world, to believe that your value depends on the smiles you receive, the applause you hear, the nods of approval you desperately seek. But it is not so. Your worth was determined long before any voice could praise you or reject you. The approval of others is a poor master. It is a shifting, unstable thing, as changeable as the weather. One day, the world sings your name. The next, it forgets you entirely. If your soul is moored to the applause of men, then your peace will rise and fall with every rumor, every opinion, every careless word. You will live not as a free man or woman, but as a puppet, dancing whenever the crowd demands it. Think carefully. Would you board a ship whose captain changed course with every rumor of a storm? Would you trust a compass that spun wildly with every gust of wind? And yet, so often, we entrust our identity to the shifting opinions of other people. People who are themselves lost, uncertain, broken. The truth is simpler, harder, and infinitely more beautiful. Your worth is found not in the approval of others, but in the immutable love of God. The soul was made to rest in something eternal, not something temporary. A bird may fly through a storm, but it cannot build its nest upon the wind. In the same way, you cannot build your identity on the ever-changing sentiments of human hearts. You must find your root in the soil of something deeper, something permanent, the unchanging love of your Creator. Think of the love of God. It is not like human affection. It is not given because you are attractive today, or intelligent tomorrow, or successful the next. It is not withdrawn when you falter or when you fail. It is constant because it is rooted not in your nature, but in His. God does not love you because you are good. He loves you because He is good, and His love does not waver with your moods or your mistakes. It is a mighty river, flowing unbroken and eternal, whether you are conscious of it or not. Many live their whole lives like actors on a stage, wearing mask after mask, costume after costume, hoping to receive applause that will finally convince them they are worthwhile. But the tragedy is that even a standing ovation cannot heal a soul that has forgotten its true name. The heart longs not merely to be admired, but to be known, truly known, and yet still loved. Only God can meet this hunger. There is a subtle, slow death in living for approval. First, you adjust yourself to please others. Then you lose yourself entirely. You become a mirror, reflecting back whatever image you think they wish to see. And what a sad fate, to spend your brief years on earth not as a living soul, but as a hollow echo of other people's expectations. Listen carefully. The approval you seek from men is a cheap substitute for the acceptance you already have from God. You chase what you already possess. The Apostle Paul understood this when he wrote in Galatians, "If I were still trying to please men, I would not be a servant of Christ." You cannot serve two masters. You must choose. Will you live for the fleeting praise of men or the enduring approval of God? The question sounds simple, but the temptation runs deep. It is not easy to endure misunderstanding. It is not easy to be overlooked, criticized, or even despised. But it is far better to be slighted by the world than to betray your soul in pursuit of empty praise. Christ Himself walked this road. The Son of God, the only truly perfect one, was rejected, misunderstood, mocked, and crucified. If He, being perfect, endured the scorn of men, shall we who are imperfect expect to be loved by all? No. It is a mercy when God weans us off the addiction to human approval. It is a mercy when He removes the counterfeit comforts, so that we might seek the real thing. He strips away the false so that we might finally embrace the true. Picture a man clutching a handful of pebbles, refusing to let go. He does not realize that God wishes to place a diamond in his hand, but his fist is already full. We cling to the shallow approval of men, unaware that we are rejecting the glorious love of God. And what is that love? It is a love that knew you before you were formed. A love that called you by name before you could speak. A love that does not diminish with your failures, nor inflate with your successes. A love that pursued you to the very death of Christ, and conquered even death to win you back. If you could see yourself through the eyes of God, for even a moment, you would never again beg for the approval of men. You would walk free. You would live boldly. You would no longer be at the mercy of passing opinions or shifting fashions. You would know yourself, beloved, secure, unshakable. Human praise is a vapor. It vanishes with the morning sun. But the love of God is an eternal flame, burning in the darkness, unquenchable by the storms of life. Remember what truly matters. Remember that the highest approval has already been given. When Christ hung upon the cross, arms outstretched, he was not waiting to see whether men would applaud. He was not hoping for their approval. He was securing yours. In him, you are already enough. In him, you are already chosen. In him, you are already treasured beyond measure. Do not waste your precious life chasing applause that will not last past the grave. Anchor your heart in the love that never ends. You will not find your true self by seeking it in the mirrors of the world. You will find it by losing yourself in the vast, wild, breathtaking love of God. And when you have found it, the approval of men will seem a small and silly thing compared to the joy of being known and loved by the King of the universe. Remember what truly matters. You are loved, not because you are admired. You are loved because you are His.